Welcome to Biomutant. That's a cool opener, actually.
How can something as beautiful as this be dying? A plague is ruining the land, but the tree of life still stands. Question is, for how long? End is coming to the new world. The tribes stand divided, in need of someone strong enough to unite them, or bring them all down. This is a story with an unusual beginning. So, let's expect an unusual end.
Very cool. If you haven't heard of this game at all, that intro might give you a small inkling as to what to expect. We're in this weird, whimsical world of mutations that have occurred, and it's produced some pretty interesting characters. Now, as you might have noticed from what the narrator is saying, this is a game heavily focused on branching paths. Different choices that you make are going to have impacts on the outcome. And he's saying it's a weird beginning. It's going to have an interesting end. I'm excited to see how that works.
Welcome to Biomutant.
Yes, thank you very much. Let's begin, shall we? We're going to start a new game. We're going to play on hard. I like a challenge. And if I don't have a challenge, I'll have death. Two pretty good options. Now, I spent a little bit of time in the character creation. There's a lot of different looks you can come up with. But I think I've pretty much settled on
your DNA.
What I'm going to do. And I'll walk you through the decisions as we go here. So, first of all, we need to choose a breed. The primal guys are nimble and dexterous at the cost of lesser developed intellect. You'll be able to see the stats changing on the right. Most of these are self-explanatory. If you want, you can get a further detailed breakdown of the stat details. But the key ones here are, no pun intended, key energy, which is just the amount of energy that you have to cast spells and things like that. Your intellect power determines how strong those spells will be. Energy regen is how fast you regen your key energy bar. Everything else is pretty straightforward. Breed-wise, we also have the Dum-Duns. These guys are a hybrid offshoot that compensate the lack of mental prowess with physical strength. Notice how the character model is changing as well. Rex, these are a hybrid outcast with an even DNA string, making it apt for both physical and mental challenges. We've got the Hyla, a hybrid with a gene mutation, making them extremely tough and resilient. So you can see a little bit of armor there, a little bit of extra health. The Phips, this is a genius, or its genius is directly interlinked to the power of Ki, which amplifies psionic output. So these guys have the highest intellect. And then Murgles, its evolutionary lineage has gone in a direction where form and appearance has dominated function. These guys just look good, I guess. They have higher crit chance, higher loot chance, higher barter, so a little bit more charisma and luck to get them through life. I'm going to go with the Rex breed. We can do physical and mental challenges. We get a small boost to the intellect, which is something I'm going to probably focus on. And then our crit chance is at 3% compared to 2. So we'll rock with this. Next, we need to define our attributes. And if you've seen anything about this game, this is probably what you've seen.
Structure.
So if you go into strength, your character gets a little bit tankier. If you go into vitality, they're a little bit, apt around the waist. They're not starving, but they've got a lot of health to back that up. Agility, a little bit lankier and quick moving. We We have intellect. You go into the big brain status. You can see how it just morphs nicely. And then charisma. I'm not sure what the vibe is here, but they're kind of more normal-ish, just like an average little dude. I'm going to try to strike a balance somewhere right in the middle here, where we've got 55 intellect, 55 charisma. Charisma also impacts some of your interactions with people. It finds how easy it is to persuade other characters, and then of course impacts your barter skill. And then intellect, because I want to play like a caster where we're sending spells out and stuff. So I think this is a good one for us.
Choose a genetic resilience.
Now, I might be biased here. This is probably not the most recommended way to choose this, but I look at these as, okay, we've got these 4 different options for resistance: heat, radioactivity, biohazard, and cold. We could randomize it and have like very little amounts in a bunch of them. We could go average and just have like 6% resistance, but those numbers don't feel good. So I'm just going to go all into cold and have, at least if we have a cold biome or something, I'll be resistant. I don't know if cold is any better than heat or radioactivity or biohazard, but I'm just going to pick cold so that we have some resistance there. Everywhere else, I feel like I'm not going to miss out on 5%. You know what I mean? So I'm all in on the freeze. Let's begin with that.
Choose your fur style.
Fur-wise, we have a lot of options to choose from. It's almost like presets when you get to different areas of the circle, and they're pretty cool. There is the clothing, obviously, which is covering up quite a bit of the other patterns that we might notice, but I think I like something around here. This seems to fit pretty nicely. It looks cool. This one's not bad with the outline. It's a little bit harsh for me, but yeah, I think this works for us. So we'll start there.
Pick your main color.
Primary color-wise, I was messing around in here a little bit, and what I found was kind of a good combo for me, more of a darker character a little bit. We'll do something like this. It's purple, but it's very light. And then if we do our secondary color, this is like our base fur color, essentially. So we'll tone down the brightness a bit, and I'll probably go somewhere in here. I think this is pretty nice just to kind of balance out the darker patch there, and I'm pretty happy with it.
Pick a class.
All right, next. We've got classes: Deadeyes, Commandos,
Psyphreaks,
Saboteurs, Sentinel. As the narrator said, probably didn't need to repeat all those. But Sentinel, he is dedication to the organization as a whole, including supreme belief in their dogma. They dedicate themselves to protect a house. Base armor is increased by 10. Deadeyes, you look at the skills in the bottom left. Your range weapons are reloaded instantly. Your next magazine's granted 20% damage. Commandos have range weapon attacks inflicting 10% more damage to the targets. Psyphreaks is the one I'm going to go with. They have Spark Ball right off the bat, and it's basically like you're tossing lightning all over the place, and it's awesome. Mega Mind is your key energy regen, also gets increased by 20%. It's pretty massive.
Saboteur.
Lastly, we have the Saboteur's Twin Silver Grip, so you can do a dual wield melee skill if you want, and your dodge energy cost is reduced by 20%. That's actually pretty important because all of your special attacks, your special moves, your spells, those all pull from the same energy bar, so the dodge decrease is quite nice. But we're gonna go with Psyphreak here, and yeah, look at us. We got a cool little leather jacket. We don't look sketch at all.
Psyphreak chosen.
I'm ready to begin. Absolutely. Let's go.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Here's
Let's
somebody
begin.
with a troubled past, drawn into the spotlight of a story that's already begun.
I like it. I think we look pretty good here, actually.
We're already at a crossroads. Choosing a path in life is that fork in the road where you make a choice or simply stop living.
Maybe this is the one choice that impacts the ending.
But for you, it's not only a crossroad, but a choice. A reflection of your key, the primal energy that flows through everything.
I'm dark red as in strength and power. Color me light blue for freedom and loyalty. You know what? I'm feeling a little sassy. I probably won't choose explicitly good or bad options. I hope we don't have to, like, Mass Effect this where it's, like, all good or all bad. But let's see what the dark has to say.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm the dark side of you. Your inner voice, to be precise. An echo of the balance and consequence of your actions as you move forward.
Okay. What if we...
So glad you realize who you really are.
Oh.
Let's keep to the bright and better path moving on.
Interesting.
You can't contradict yourself like that. You made the right choice to begin with.
I wanted to choose
Change
dark.
your mind.
Because you can't deny what's deep within your heart. Sometimes a thought is just a thought. In the end, it's the way you act that counts.
But remember, this is just the beginning of the end. Eventually, it'll be my way or the highway.
Dark +2. Or, okay. So we did still end up going into dark. Good. I like that. I wanted to go dark.
Guess left can be right sometimes.
Left can be right. Oh, look at this. When we sprint, we go on all fours, too.
Stories of death and the bodies left behind. A reminder that we're at the mercy of nature and the one that preys on others.
That's not a good sign. The meat eater's meat.
Do you remember the beast that shattered your family? Or did you choose to forget? You turned your back on our world and got lost in your own. Meanwhile, the predator only grew stronger.
Hello. Foo roll. Jeez. Oh, cool. We get like a little slow-mo. I like that. Feathers flight. Jump. Oh, we're out of bullets. Let's go. Okay. Oh, we even have slow-mo jumping. Panther sweep melee. All right. I don't know if I want to be that close to him right now. Let's go for a parry here. Oh, nice. Viper bite. Dodge melee. Okay. Rabbit's fury. Jump melee. Whoa! Oh, sick. This is like a reenactment of the intro.
Better make a run for it. This is not the time nor place to end this story.
Live to fight another day? I gotta get behind him. Are you kidding me? See you later. Oh yeah, and the bomb too from the beginning. That's cool. I like that.
This time, it was best to run and live to fight another day. Let us hope you're ready for it when it comes.
Let's motor. So our little, oh, look at him. Our little mechanical grasshopper buddy here. Providing the flashlight support. Love that. He also makes those little beeps, very reminiscent of like an R2-D2.
Predator isn't the only threat. The wildlife
And hopefully just as
started to
helpful.
mutate when the end of days began, and the tree of life started to die.
Evolution gone wrong. Muckly gnats. Move towards an enemy to target them with melee attacks. Aim the camera towards an enemy to target them with ranged attacks. To reload your weapons, press RB. To use an ability, press the button it's bound to while pressing and holding left trigger. To throw a sparkling ball of key energy that damages an enemy, any enemy it hits, hold the mutation select and press the bound input. Key energy is used for dodging, using mutations, performing special attacks. When you're out of key energy, you'll be unable to perform these actions. Your key energy regenerates both in and out of combat. Let's see. Oh, I think I... Yeah, you can even hold it.
You're feeling mighty low.
It drains so quickly. It drains so fast. Okay, long reload there. It builds up pretty quick too, though. Nice. Combat feels pretty quick. I don't know if we parried that correct. What's LB? Oh, hello. Yep, we did. Oh, dang. I love the slow... I'm a sucker for slow-mo. Like, it just makes you feel extra... Just extra. It just makes you feel extra. It's sweet. What do we have back here? Nothing. Down the hall, open the door. All right. I'll play along. For those wondering, I'm playing on PC. Just using a controller. I just feel like it's better for these types of games. Electric module. You found a weapon special effect add-on. Attach it to your ranged weapon to give it an extra damage type for as long as the ammo lasts. Some enemies have a resistance or weakness to different weapons special effects, so use them wisely. I mean, yeah, I'll throw this on. To attach the special effect add-on, select it through the consumable quick menu. To open the menu, hold up. Okay, so we equipped it already. Yeah, I can't even hold up, so it's already on. I found a medic bag. Bags like this contain items that can help heal you. Your health doesn't automatically regenerate in combat. You have to use consumables or find other ways to heal. Fair enough. Health patch. Common health regen of 50 over 5 seconds. Take that. You can use a bandage by holding the quick select menu input and selecting it. Oh yeah, there we go now. Okay, we don't want to use that though. What do we have here? Oh. Oh! Yeah, let's check the toilets. What could go wrong? Full-on health pack. Oh, no. Now every toilet becomes suspect. So far, I like our little guy. He's cool. He or she. I don't know. Doesn't matter.
The oil sludges everywhere.
Sludge soaker?
To most,
Whoa.
it only means death. But some have adapted to the new environment and changed with it. Evolution has its ways.
Oh, look at this. Did we stun that guy? Remember to parry enemy attacks. When the enemy attacks, you'll see the lightning bolts flash above their head. Yeah. Oh, I just went right into that. I should probably use my... Oh, nice.
You don't have it in you right now.
Since this thing is blasting electricity. Oh, it does stun. Okay. I should also maybe consider not tanking those things to the face. Come on. So while we are reloading the gun, we can still toss off a bunch of these. Oh, I see the bar filling up beside his health bar there. Come on. I'm really interested to see what kind of extra moves and stuff we'll be getting. Not bad. We did take some heavy damage there. Fallen enemies can often be looted for healing items. Find a highlighted fallen enemy and then press Y. Remember to use your healing items when you're wounded. To open the item menu, selection, hold up. All right. It seems to be throwing
That's a good find.
A decent amount of healing our way. A dainty. Gotta love that. Now, it said we don't regen. We are currently regenning. Maybe that's tutorial something or other. Could be. a lot of just huge enemies here.
You're absolutely drained.
I'm absolutely drained. You are correct. Oh, hello.
Bang, bang.
Yo, get me away from these. I gotta watch the ammo. Make sure that we're not running out that much.
Great shot.
And when we are, let's switch. Looks like we still reload. Oh my god, right in the face. It looks like we still reload while we're shooting the spells. By shooting, I meant casting. Now my character being a little bit more fragile, we're gonna have to be a little bit more concerned about our melee stuff. Because I imagine just a couple of hits and we're toast. More dainties, thanks. Okay, so we're not regenning now. Oh yeah, we are. See, it's going up. Kind of interesting. I imagine that's a tutorial thing if it tells us explicitly we're not going to regen. Get out of the pump hub. You got it. A Toxinol tunnel tour. It's just like leading us on little by little. Yeah, just escape. Just go through the door. Some enemies carry large shields. You need to break the shield with melee attacks before you can deal damage to the enemy. Okay, well, we are gonna need to get in closer here. We do have full health. Nice. Okay, that did not work the way I wanted. Oh, we got it, though. I'll have to remember that. I don't know if it's better to go for the big boys first, or try to get the little ads. They don't like coming outside, I guess. Oh, did these guys heal the full? This might have been the other guy, I'm not sure. Oh, he did! They did heal to full as we left the area. I'm gonna get rid of the little guys first, hopefully. That'll do.
Bangarang.
You can see when those crits are landing. Whoa. Got him. Leveling up. Defeating enemies and completing quests will give you XP. Leveling up allows you to raise one of your attributes by 10. You'll also get 1 point that you can use to unlock skills in the Wung Fu and perks menus. To go to the menu, press start. You got it. Tickling Toffee. Thank you. Okay. Character. When you level up, you can increase an attribute of your choice by 10. Pick an attribute you want to increase from the list. Now, obviously, we could use some vitality. Obviously. Even some move speed would be good. We did pick intellect and charisma as our main attributes. Maybe we just further boost intellect for now, but at some point, we're going to have to grab some vitality, I think, just to survive a little bit more. You'll earn upgrade points when leveling up. These can be used to acquire new special attacks and perks. Time to unlock your first special attack. So we're mostly focused on range, but let's just see what's in here. So if you go unarmed, these are your different move sets, your different combos. Classic 5X combo. And then here, XXY, you can see on the right. I love when games do this. give the little video demo. That's actually pretty cool. Pile driver slam. That's cool. I don't know if that fits our character right now. Ranged wise, we've got Feather's Delight, which is just shooting. Jump and shoot. The knee slide and shoot. And then Crane Dance. Finish your melee chain by fan firing your gun. This is a special attack. Hitting an enemy with it will fill up a super Wung Fu icon. I'm just trying to see what it's doing there on the right. So it's going in for attack, and then I guess that big blast that we're seeing there is like a fan fire. Yeah, okay, let's go. Crane Dance. So BX, right trigger. You can now perform your special attack when you have the correct weapon type equipped. Once you've unlocked more attacks, you'll be able to combine them to reach the Super Wung Fu state. Okay, so we need to unlock more attacks before we get to Super Wung Fu. Can't wait to get the Super Wung Fu. Once you have more upgrade points, remember to spend them on perks and special attacks in the Wung Fu and perk menus. We also have the aura here, so we got 2 because we're somewhat dark from that opening sequence. And I'm guessing, like, they were saying... you know, we initially went and chose like a dark option, then we're like, oh, we're not sure. But then it put us into that anyway. So there might be some trickery around these choices. They might not always be as clear as you might imagine. And then we've got perks here, general perks. So luck increasing, charmer, your chance to persuade and dialogue is increased. That might be useful. Biological mounts of 5% increased move speed. Don't know anything about mounts. Key energy. After successful special attacks, replenish some of your key energy. Hit LB. That might be nice. There's a ton in here. Perfect reload. Your ranged weapons are reloaded instantly, and your next magazine's granted 20% damage. Now that was one of the classes specials. So that's kind of cool that you can get that. Psy-Freak wise, extra intellect attribute at night. Okay. Mind Melt, power damage, ability, attacks have a 10% chance to inflict a critical hit. Yeah, these would be really nice for perks. So yeah, I guess we'll try and balance that out as much as we can, because we also use those here. So if we want to get more moves, or if we want to get straight up perks, we'll have to take that decision. Okay. Do we have anything else going on in here? More dandy candy. Love it. Wait, is this door locked? Can't open this door. All right. A workshop.
Look, an emergency box from the once was. A rare sight.
From the once was. Okay, so we're picking up on a little bit of the lore that's happening here. The once was, I guess, just the world before whatever went down, went down. Very nice. To make Gordon so proud. Oh. Now this door does open. Okay. Yeah, we're definitely being tutorialized. And I'm okay with it. I actually prefer games that do kind of that drip feed tutorial style instead of just throwing everything at you. You have to read through like a bunch of menus and stuff. Yeah, this is much preferred for me.
That pipe looks weak. The claw bar should come in handy.
Well, thank God we found it. I think we like finished a combo there actually, as we were spamming X.
It's time to find a way out of this place. No, really, I mean it.
Man, it's like obviously what comes to mind is the Stanley Parable, but even some of the way he's like leading us on and kind of joking around, it's very reminiscent of that. Like Stanley Parable, David Attenborough. Rabbit Sleep. It actually might be the voice from the Stanley Parable. Now that I think of it. I'm gonna have to look that up. Okay, so we've got double jumps.
The Morks produce biomatter in their multi-organ that they shed under distress. Logs that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being when absorbed, including you.
Okay, don't love that.
Shut.
Oh, there we go. Okay, I need to create some space. See if I can get rid of at least one here. So close! There we go. One down. Bio points. So if you notice, there's a little circle that's filling every time I hit him with this electricity. The problem with fully depleting, though, is then I can't even dodge out of the way, so I gotta be really cautious. See how that circle's building? And then he's fully stunned. Oh! Oh! There we go. There's the parry and whatever that's doing. You absorbed a bioblob. These are points used to unlock mutations. You collect bioblobs by defeating morks and finding containers at various places in the world. You can use your bioblobs to unlock special powers at any time by accessing the mutations part of the menu. Okay. We got 3 bioblobs. So these guys must be pretty rare then. Mutations menu. To unlock psi powers, biogenetics, and to upgrade your resistances. Alright. Biogenetics are unlocked using biopoints gained from defeating biocreeps or finding containers. Biopoints can often be found at nucleus tower sites. There's, 8 of these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Turtle form. Press the input you have bound to the ability while on a slope. To exit turtle form, press the input again. Use the navigation controls while in turtle form to control it. That's sweet. What do we have to start with? This will infect any small humanoid enemy hit. While infected, enemies will attack their allies instead of you. Yes, please. That sounds good. Psi powers are unlocked using points gained from making choices in dialogue or interacting with shrines, captives, and civilians. Some powers require a specific aura score to unlock. Okay, we got Blaze, we got Blink, Spark Ball, Freeze, Levitate, Key Spark, and Sky Spark. And then we have, we can also put these into resistances. That's nice. Maybe I don't have to maintain 0 forever in those other 3, but yeah. Let's do this Moth Mouth. So if we have like a mob, we can temporarily take control and they can just fight each other. That'll help. We'll just sit on an extra bio point for a bit. Save it up. I don't think we need to grab a resistance without knowing what we're doing there. To use Mothmouth, press the input you... Okay, we just need to select it. Let's put it on X. Right on. Anything else in here? Now, when little buddy is making these chirps, I don't know if he's trying to tell us something or if that's just how he rolls. He's just a talkative guy.
One hand after the other.
Oh. Hold up. What do we have here? Secret, small health back. Hey, I'll take it. That's a tricky one. Okay, we're gonna have to keep our eyes open. Get out of bunker 101. It's like some kind of ship.
Toxanol built vessels called arks to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single ark they left behind that we know other arks traveled through the sky and beyond.
Okay.
It seems those that came before us never lost hope in finding a new home for their kind.
So they were trying to get out. Built a bunch of ships. Don't know the status. Start the ray lighter. Rotation puzzle. You found a puzzle. These are scattered around the world. Some open new paths, while others feature different rewards. To switch which node is selected, use the left stick. Rotate the node LBRB. This is the number of moves, the moves is the number of rotations you have left. The higher your intellect, the more moves you have. Oh! Okay, that's actually cool. Each node is a certain position it must be rotated into to complete the puzzle. Running out of moves before that may have consequences. Okay. So you're telling me, I'm guessing I'm just lining up these things to match those colors, right? Yeah, okay, cool. So having higher intelligence makes your puzzles a bit easier.
There are few records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago, but it's clear the world wasn't prepared for how recklessly the Toxanol Corporation would make its mark on the world. Their rare earth mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and without consideration for the future, they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space. That's when they made the big mistake. They began dumping the toxic waste in the surf just off the coast instead, assuming that it would sink and decay with time. And they were right, but no one was prepared for what was about to unfold. Once in the surf, the radiation interfered with the genetics of the wildlife and created bizarre mutations in their offspring. It had an inconceivable impact on biodiversity and the entire ecosystem. The world as they knew it crumbled as nature retaliated. It would never be the same again, and what remained of it became ours.
Okay, and then this is what happens to you. You turn into one of these guys. That's cool. So Toxanol, what a great company name. Very fitting. Very, very fitting.
The sound of spark metal going pew pew is never a good thing.
The sound of spark metal going pew pew.
Door.
I would say pew pews in general are pretty bad.
A warning label. The box looks like a potential brain melt.
Okay. Rotation
it's
puzzles.
Take a bit of puzzling to short circuit the door.
All right, so these are pretty basic so far, I think. One of the small challenges though is like, if you start rotating it one way, that's going to take away one of your moves. So you have to think about your rotations beforehand. So we want to go left here to line up with the white. Now these are lined up here. Oh, no, we need to go yellow at the bottom, yellow at the top. So either way, we should be fine.
Just a few moves left. Make them count.
And then here, we want to rotate right and one move less. So if you're limited on moves...
There you go.
I'm curious as to the long-term impact of that with more difficult puzzles. Out of date. Perfectly countering an enemy attack will stun them. A stunned enemy has stars circling above their head, and after hitting the enemy again, you can launch them in the air. I think we accidentally did that a couple of times, actually.
The wheeled one is outnumbered. You'd better help him out.
The wheeled one? All right. Oh, let's try our new deal here. Okay. Oh, that goes very quick, though. That goes very quick. Not the greatest parry I've ever had in my life. Let's grab some more here. Fight for me. I swear I'm generally a good person.
You're empty of key.
Leave him alone. We get... I don't know if we're dealing significantly more damage by charging it.
Get off.
Whoa, whoa. Let's try our other combo that we had. Hold on. Oh, there we go. Special attacks. You're on your way to performing a special attack. Possible special attacks are prompted in the lower right-hand corner of the screen. Pressing the indicated input while it's shown will trigger your special attack. Oh, I don't know if I did it correctly. There it is again. Hold up. Let's reload this gun. He's just getting wailed on while I'm over here practicing special moves. Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. Cool. That was a crane dance on nothing.
That's the last of them. Let's talk to the wheeled one before backup arrives.
Very nice. Tongue tickly. A new friend, an old friend.
He wants to thank you for taking his side against the scavengers. He sounds familiar. You just can't figure out why. He presents himself as out of date. He knows he's way overdue, but he hasn't given up.
Out of date.
He doesn't seem surprised that you don't recognize him. You were just a child back then, the night everything changed. There have been rumors of a one-eyed Ronin seen outside the Great Wall, and he's happy to see it's true. The legend of the one-eyed child that grew up as an outcast is old and sad. The child could have been anyone, but the evil it had fled had left a mark, a facial scar to remember the past.
Scar?
It's a scar you're covering under that eye patch, isn't it? But he would have recognized you anyways. You look exactly like your Muma.
Oh.
There's no doubt you're the child, and that what Looper Lupin did to your village, your Muma and Popsy, was the beginning of the end.
The Lupa Lupin was what we saw at the beginning, right?
He says it has taken you a long time to bring the past back up to the present, to find your way back, but he's grateful you have. It was after the attack that the Unity fell apart. Your Muma's disciples divided and formed tribes as a reaction to the blight that had fallen upon the land.
Okay. What's at stake?
The impending threat of the World Eaters bringing down the Tree of Life is ever so close. He also worries about the Jagni tribe that's actively working for a doomsday and purging of the world. Had it not been for the Tree of Life, no one would have survived. He hopes you at least remember the tree.
Dialogue settings. By default, dialogues are set to advance from one NPC line to the next automatically. If you want to manually advance the dialogue, you can change this. No, we're good. A new friend. Talked to Best before. Okay, way back in the long ago. Look at us. Look at... We're like barely even on... barely even on the screen at this point. All right. This is really cool. If anything, this game is super unique. I love new IP, new ideas. So I am very excited to continue. I think this is a good place to take a break. When we come back, we'll, I guess, be here as baby us and see what kind of trouble we can get into. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hey, I really appreciate it. If you made it this far and you enjoyed the video, please consider dropping a like. It just helps the video get picked up in the algorithm, and that helps me, so I would be very appreciative. If you're new here and you're not subscribed, consider subscribing. There's like 8,000 videos, tons of different series over the past 8 or 9 years, and we just hit 500,000 subscribers. I'm incredibly grateful. Thank you guys so much for all the support. I really appreciate you watching, and we'll see you in the next one. I'll probably be putting out quite a few episodes of this, so brace yourselves and your sub box. Okay, bye now.